Welcome to the first ever 2-point show.
Yep.
It's the real deal. We played on OE, Oakland Elite, travel basketball for a long time. 2 years. And
2 years, long time.
Yeah.
Long time.
Yeah. And, we've always talked about, sports, and we've always talked about, podcasting and announcing.
Right.
And
Now it's here.
we're here. We're doing it. We
Awesome.
want to give you guys a podcast to listen to. And, there would be games where we would be sitting at tournaments waiting, for us to play the next game. And we would just sit there on the floor and we'd just commentate the game.
Right.
Someone would have a bad shot and we'd just start laughing. We'd say something really stupid, and it was funny. So we got a great show for you guys today. We're going to hit you off with the Masters recap, and then we're going to go into some Tigers talk, how they've been doing so far in the season. Then we're going to head over to the Pistons. The season's ending. We're going to get to the playoffs. Yeah, Pistons playoff talk. Then we'll go to the NBA playoff matchups, and we're going to talk about that. And then we're going to wrap it up with a little bit of a fun segment. We both made a top 10 list, and we are going to do top 10 sporting events.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
It's gonna be a blast. And
that's right.
it's a great studio that you made here, and let's have some
I
fun.
appreciate that.
Let's have some fun.
Let's do it, yeah. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. We got to get you guys out here. Maybe a couple of guest speakers on,
Yeah.
in the near future.
Let's do it.
Yeah, but
Jump right in.
let's do it.
go.
So, Masters recap. What you got? Tell me.
I got big story's got to be Rory.
Yeah.
Right. Getting his Grand Slam.
Yep.
Pretty dramatic fashion.
Yeah,
not gonna lie.
absolutely.
It was just a great tournament, all around, and it was great to see Rory, finally get that green jacket. And won it the hard way.
Absolutely.
He didn't win it the easy way, and I
Yeah.
think you saw him.
He didn't have a great day 4. He was
Right.
one over, but he did enough. He
Yep.
did just enough to
did
hang
enough.
on and get it.
Yep, and to see his emotion on the green, and Jim Nance talking about
Oh, Jim Nance.
his parents, they had the most money, and just caring about him, and it really made every sports fan emotional.
Absolutely.
Seriously, and just listening to all he did, and yeah, just proud of him. Even though I don't know him, I'm just proud of him.
Yeah, absolutely. You talk about, if you guys didn't hear, he had a tough life growing up.
Yeah.
His dad would come home and he would be lucky to hit 30 balls a day at the
Right.
driving range just because, they were so slim on money. So the story he's in, the family he's coming from, is just unreal.
Right.
And to become one of the best golfers in the world
Yep.
and of all time.
Ever. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just
Crazy.
fun to see.
Yeah. Good guy too.
Absolutely.
Good guy.
Yeah. Justin Rose.
Yeah.
Just,
Man.
yeah, I wanted him to win. I'm not
Dude,
going to lie.
he was making that push in those 2 days. He was
Yep.
he was best golfer in the world.
Yeah.
It might not have been close.
No,
It really might
when
not
he
have
had
been
that
close.
65 and 66.
Yes.
He was the best golfer those 2 days
Yeah,
in the world.
he was really good, and just so much respect for him, because when he lost, it was Rory's moment.
Absolutely.
And he didn't take it
Nope.
in a bad way. Sure, he was bummed. As
Yeah.
a competitor, you're bummed.
Yeah, in the
But-
post-game interview, he talked about, awesome to see Rory win.
Right.
Gave class act, gave him everything.
Yeah,
But in
class
his interview at the very end, he said, if I could be a bad guy today, I would have.
I know.
Absolutely.
I know.
It's
Yeah.
just fun to see. He has that competitive spirit,
Right.
which is very good to have in sports.
Right.
But it's also good to have that class act.
Right.
It's just sports and respect. It's that's what sports is about. Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And he's had, what, third place finish and
3 Masters.
3 Masters.
Second place finish, excuse us. He's been second place in the Masters for 3 times now. 2013, 2017, and now this year, 2025. You got to wonder, how much does he have left? The guy's 44.
Yeah. Golf is a weird sport to stay, top of the top, competitive. But, he's still so good. And, he's going to be good for probably 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
I would think 8 years. And he's really, really good. And he's still got time.
Yeah.
I'm pulling for him. If he wins the green jacket, I'd be so happy. Because, the golf players are characters.
Right,
to
and
me.
after seeing this year, too, and just, how much respect I gained
Right.
for him
Oh,
with
yeah.
the class act and the respect he has, I would love to see him win.
Yeah, for sure.
Bryson
Yeah.
just hurts, man.
Yeah.
He struggled all week with his irons.
Mm-hmm.
And, in that final round, he went water twice, and you could just tell, like, he was just frustrated.
Right.
He wasn't himself almost. He was just having – he was just missing his shots.
And, yeah, for him, he needs the yards. Like, he needs the yards. The yards add up to 3 strokes throughout the whole round. So, to see him struggle and to put himself in a bad spot for the next shot,
Right.
it kind of just killed him, and he had a rough last day. And, so his time's coming, though.
Yeah,
I will say
absolutely.
his time's coming, and he's great for the sport. He's energetic, loves the fans, YouTuber, and
He's doing a part of golf that never seen before, I feel like.
For sure.
With
It's a good way to put it.
he's on live,
Right.
but people still like him.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people when they go that route, they start to get a little bit of a bad vibe and
Right.
stuff, but people still like him. And the newer generation loves him.
Yeah, for sure.
And a part of that is the YouTube and the content
Oh, yeah.
creating.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
TikToks and
I mean, he's playing with all these guys, He's playing with Romo, Stafford,
Right.
and guys like John Daly. And he played with the president. He played
Yeah.
with Trump. Like, he's doing this for the people.
yo, for sure.
So, he's next up. No worries about him. I mean, he'll bounce back.
He's competitive too.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a fun competitive that you don't really see, like guys having fun.
Yeah.
So
Let's go to Ludwig Oberg.
stud, dude. Stud.
It
He's the
sucks.
future.
He is the future.
He-
It sucks that we saw him on the final hole of the final round have that triple bogey,
Yeah.
and he went in the sand twice.
Yeah.
But no matter what, like, that guy is the future.
Right.
I think he's the guy. Now that we've seen Rory win his Grand Slam, you're kind of wondering, like, who's next up in golf.
Right.
He's
Gotta
next
be
up.
Oberg.
Yeah.
Gotta be. I mean, you see, he's young, and like when you see like, for like an example, you see like the young, playoff teams and like football, baseball, basketball, all that, they get the experience under their belt to take the next step.
Absolutely.
At the Masters, Oberg's coming, man.
Mm-hmm.
He's crafty. If there's a guy in golf crafty,
Yeah.
he's crafty.
Yeah, he's only 25 years old. He's been in the Masters now 2 times.
Yep.
Last year, he finished 2nd place.
I mean,
This year, he was 7th.
that's ridiculous.
He would have been higher, but unfortunate hole. But he also led the U.S. Open last year
Yeah.
for 2 days. Mm-hmm. He had an unfortunate triple bogey in the 3rd round, which killed him, and he got 12th.
Mm-hmm.
But he's one step away. He's got to learn a little bit more
Right.
in his game, and he will be like
He's got time.
Yeah.
He's got so
he's
much
got
time.
so much time. He's only 25, like I
Yeah.
said. So yeah, he's the next guy to take the big step.
All right.
Some shout-outs from this past Masters
Yeah.
for some long hole outs.
Let's do it.
Yeah,
Who you got?
I got 3 names for you. Patrick Reed,
Oh.
the one bouncer right into the hole on 17. He didn't even know it
Did
went
that go in? Did that
He
go
was
in?
looking at his caddy like, did it go in? But like, it was
It
sweet.
was big
shot.
for him too. I mean, it probably made him $500,000.
Oh God, yes, he finished in 3rd place. Yeah. Brian Harmon.
Yeah.
He had one later it was the final round. Yeah, he I think he was about 130 out, and he just put her in.
Yeah.
Nice to see. And then on day 1, man, Freddie Couples.
Oh my goodness.
The 65-year-old.
The unk.
The Unk. He did it. About 200 yards out, and he pulls out a 6 hybrid. A very uncommon club, and he puts it in the hole. It's just awesome to see.
Every Masters, Fred Couples delivers.
That's right.
Every Masters.
It's fun.
How about Scotty too? I mean, Scotty, he wasn't the Scheffler level, like the Scotty level, but I mean, the dude still finished 4th.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, this guy's he's unreal.
Yeah.
Best golfer in the world.
Yep.
I mean, he's it's just crazy, and him to have the consistency of being the best of the best every time, and even though he was rough, he still finished 4th, and it was just crazy. He made a last push.
Yeah, he did.
And he was good, man. He was pretty good.
Yeah.
All right.
Masters. Fun. Just
Yeah.
Every year you
Delivers.
look forward to it. It
Every
delivers
year.
every year. This year, I think, was one of the best Masters of all time.
For sure.
You know, the viewership was up a ton this year. The game of golf, ever since COVID, it's just increased. And more and more people are playing and watching it. And it's just, I love golf.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's good little getaway. And
Right.
it's just what you want to see from the sport.
Every year, every single year it delivers, and just the Augusta, Georgia, like aura. I'll say aura because it's crazy. Just the flowers and the sunsets and everything. Like there's nothing like
The menu.
Right, exactly.
The menu's legit.
Every single year.
They don't change it.
Yep. Every single year in hole 18, when the long shadows, because the sun's setting. I mean, it's unbelievable.
There's one more part about the Masters, too.
What's that?
Jim Nantz.
Jim Nantz. Hello, friends.
That's right. He is what makes it.
He does. He makes it. He's the bow on top.
Exactly.
He's the bow
cherry
on
on
top.
top.
Yes.
That's right. All right, let's get some Tigers talk.
Yeah.
So,
Let's do it.
you know, they're 11-8. They're fun.
They're fun.
They're just like all the Detroit teams, I feel like.
Right.
They're gritty.
Gritty.
Exactly. That's what this Detroit city is about. Right. Is grit.
You can't spell Tigers without grit.
That's right. Absolutely. So, they're 11-8. Top of the AL Central, picking off right where they left off last year. You know, they're hot, they're gritty, they're fun. The pitching staff's been leading the way, the rotation. You know, Skubal, Flaherty, Mize, and Job.
Right.
They all have a sub-3 ERA.
I mean, the Avengers,
Yeah.
honestly.
Of pitching.
Right
rotation.
now,
Yeah.
they're the Avengers.
Yeah.
So, I mean, just Skubal, I mean, he was struggling, but he went up against the Dodgers.
Right.
Like, it was first game of the year
Right.
against the freaking Dodgers. They were just unbelievable. And But he was great a couple nights ago in Milwaukee, and he always delivers.
Absolutely.
I mean, he's
the best pitcher in baseball.
Yeah. Oh, but yes. There was a moment in the game, bases loaded, 2 outs. I can't remember. It might have been like bottom 5, and bases loaded, winds up, gets in it, throws it, strike 3, 100 miles per hour, screams in a regular season game.
Yup.
In the first 15 games in the season.
He's got passion.
It's just
It's what you like to see.
Yes.
In pro sports is passion.
Yeah. I mean,
Because they care. It's not all about the money.
Yeah.
They care.
I mean, he needs his money though.
Oh,
he needs his money.
He's got to get paid.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I got a little segment about Jackson Job.
Yeah.
So my question is, you know, we signed Alex Cobb.
Yep.
He's been injured for a little while, and he's coming back pretty soon. What do you change about this pitching rotation? You know?
Yeah. I mean, I think honestly, you keep Job.
Really?
I really do. I think you keep Job, and it's gonna be either Mize or Olsen. I do believe.
Yeah.
Like Olsen's a good little player.
Yeah.
Olsen's crafty, you know, and he's a good player. But I think him or Mize, it's definitely, you know, Cobb steps in that role, and maybe even Job moves down from. I think he's 3 right now. I think he's 3rd in rotation. So I think he moves down. Cobb goes into 3, but you know, I mean, the pitching staff, it's as good as anyone, I think. And with Chris Fetter, you know, the pitching coach, he's best of the business.
Absolutely.
Best of the business.
Yeah, and with Job, you know, he's had 3 starts this year. He starts tonight, actually, with the Royals. So we'll see how he does. But in his 3 starts, he's got 1 win, but the Tigers have won all 3 of the games he has started in.
Wow.
And the good thing about that is he's only given up 5 earned runs total.
Jeez.
So, like, for a 22-year-old to be doing that, you know,
Right.
he's still got some things to learn with pitch location and stuff, because the strikeouts need to come a little bit more, in my opinion. You know, he's only got 9 in those 3 games total, but I don't, like, he's still 22.
Right.
Not worried about it, you know.
Yeah, I mean, he looks like a kid, honestly.
Right. He does.
He's gotten so much stronger though. Like when we drafted him, you know, I mean, he was skinny, high school kid.
Yep.
But now he's in the major leagues, and he's got muscle.
Yeah, for real.
Like, he's a really good player. And you know, he's kind of the X factor.
Absolutely.
Like, you see when the Tigers get in the playoffs, it's Skubal and pitching chaos.
Yep.
Right? But I honestly think
When Job came in,
Oh
in
my
that
gosh.
relief.
Like-
Did you see Tiger Stadium
Oh
just
my God,
erupt?
Comerica Park. Jeez, oh Pete's. I mean,
Man,
it was good to have meaningful baseball back in Detroit.
absolutely.
Like even those games in September and like September, when you play meaningful baseball games in September, the city is just buzzing.
I had so much fun.
It's not about October.
No.
It's about September. The regular season, you're competing, and it was awesome.
It's getting to October.
Exactly.
Let's go to the offensive side.
Yeah,
Spencer Torkelson.
man.
Just
From what
raking.
I mean,
It's simple as that. He's raking.
yeah. Everyone was talking about him being on the bench. You know, Keith Moon the 1st.
Mm-hmm.
But now, I mean, is he our best hitter?
He is.
He-
absolutely.
he's
At
probably
the
our
moment,
best
he's
hit-
our best hitter.
I mean, him and Carey.
Yep.
I mean,
Carey's leading the way with the homers.
yeah.
But,
Torque is just he changes batting stance.
yep.
You know, a little more versatile where he stays back on it, and he's got so much more bat speed, barrel speed, and I mean, if this offense is good, Joey,
You know,
dude, watch out, bro.
We talked about it too in the offseason. We said, you know, they might need one more righty bat with
and-
Torkelson not hitting. But
I think Gleyber Torres.
yeah, he's been raking too.
I think he's
when he came back from injury, he's been money.
yeah he's one of the best offensive second basemen in the league.
You think so?
Yes.
Okay.
He's not great defensively, but he gets on base.
Oh yeah.
You know, just like Moneyball, he gets on base. you know,
Absolutely.
and he's really big to get back.
Yeah, you know, we got Torres as a righty bat, and hear me out, Javi Baez.
Oh my goodness!
He's been-
I knew you were gonna go there.
We got to stay calm about it, you know. It's only April, but at the moment, he's been batting right
Oh my
around
goodness.
270.
He's
and
good.
he's doing what he's supposed to do.
Yes.
He's not batting 150
Right.
and swinging at sliders
Right.
in the other batter's box.
Yeah, and they're big at bats too.
Oh, absolutely.
They're not quick hits. They're
No.
4, 5, 6 pitches, like, and just valuable hits. And I got other guys. You know, Justin Henry Malloy. I think he started the league.
Yeah.
He started his season in AAA. Gets the call up from so many injuries, put in a position to lead off a Major League Baseball team, and he's
Delivered.
I mean, he might be. I know the term MVP is the most valuable player, but I really think Malloy has to be one of the most valuable players.
I think
He's the glue.
I think he's the MVP of grit.
Yes, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that, and he's really doing good things.
Mm-hmm.
And I think other guys like, you know, when Jake Rogers went down, Dylan Dingler has stepped up.
Absolutely.
He's great. He's a great catcher,
Mm-hmm.
and he's still young. And it's going to be interesting to see what Hinch, when Rogers comes back, to stack him and Dingler. I think it'll be interesting.
Another underrated bat is Zach McKinstry.
Yes, I have that down. I mean,
Yeah.
he's just producing,
Right.
and he's in the lower lineup. That's what makes this team, if they can have that lower lineup, because their middle lineup's going to be solid. Like
Always.
Riley, Carey, Torque.
Right.
I mean, they're going to be solid. But if you can have those guys on the bottom lineup, like McKinstry bats ninth,
I know.
like most of the time, and like he's been great. He's been great.
What's good about this team too is AJ Hinch. That man knows what he's doing.
Oh yeah,
Switching the lineup, like
One of the best.
I've never seen something in my life where they switched the lineup so many different times.
Yeah.
Like in just one game differences, or like Riley Green's like on the bench for a game, and I'm wondering why. But then I see like the lefty matchup, and I'm like,
Right.
this guy just knows what he's doing.
right. And it is it'll be better for him to have the pieces like Meadows and Veerling when they
Yes.
come back.
We need him.
Yeah, we
Veerling's getting
do.
there.
Yeah.
Meadows is still a couple months
Yeah,
out, but hopefully they pick it
I
up.
think when we get one of them, I mean, this team's good.
Yeah,
This team's good.
absolutely. You know?
Bullpen's good too.
Oh,
I mean, the bullpen, they're the real deal.
they're money. Will Vest.
Yes.
That's my favorite.
Will Vest.
Guy is lights out.
I mean, Canley.
Oh, yeah, Tommy
great,
Canley.
Great pickup.
Yeah.
I think that was a very slept on pickup in the AL Central. I think he's a real MLB reliever that Federer can just make better.
Who's your Tiger?
My Tiger?
Who's your Tiger?
I mean, I gotta go Riley probably.
You like Riley?
I like Riley. Riley and Carey are probably mine.
Yeah.
And hear me out. Andy Ibanez.
Oh,
man. Andy's just fun.
He is
funny.
fun. When he had that double against the Astros.
Bro, triple.
Yeah.
Triple.
Bases clearing triple.
Bro.
I was screaming at the TV.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
He's fun.
Yeah. He bats well against lefties.
He does.
It's Hinch.
Yes.
It's him putting him in that situation to pinch hit.
Right.
And he smacks one down the line.
Just pieces for him. He's one of the best. Hinch is one of the best for substituting players.
Absolutely.
Like pinch running, if it's pinch running, pinch hitting, all that. Even like the bullpen, and
Hopefully,
he's the maestro.
Riley and Colt Keith.
Yeah.
Hopefully they just pick it up a little
Well,
bit.
yeah. I mean, you saw Riley last night. He had a really, really good
Absolutely,
game.
he
And
did.
I hope that gets him out of it.
What was he, 3 for 5?
Yeah, 3 for 5, and he batted fifth. He normally doesn't bat fifth.
No.
But to see him, just find the green, just find the green grass, it was great.
Right.
It was great, and he's the motor. He's the motor. He's as good as he is. He needs to be that good every single time. For this team to win a pennant. Honestly.
My Tiger's Tarek Skubal.
Oh.
I mean,
that's so valid.
When I
yeah.
just like the energy he brings. When he strikes people out and he just yells into that glove, it just shows he wants it.
Yeah.
We said that earlier. He fires me up.
Right. I think mine is more like a Mount Rushmore. I think like Riley, Carey, and then Andy Skubal.
Yeah.
I mean, that's my Mount Rushmore.
Wow.
So,
okay.
I have Kenta Maeda in my notes, and oh man.
I don't know if we want to talk about that.
I mean, it's got to be time. I think he's got to go.
Yeah.
It's got to be time.
Yeah.
And yeah. So, but when this team healthy, I got a question. When this team is healthy, how good can they be? World Series?
At least ALCS.
Okay.
If they,
I like that.
You got to beat New York. They're the team to beat. Those torpedo bats, man. That's what's doing it. They're juiced. They got something in them. I don't know. They're gonna investigate that. I think they need to. But New York's the team to beat in the AL.
Yeah.
We're gonna win the AL Central though. I'm not too worried about that.
I think we are. Should we move topics?
Yeah. So
Pistons.
we'll get to the other team that's in season right now, and it's playoff time for this team.
Yep.
The Detroit Pistons. So I want to start. No matter what happens in this series, I don't care.
Yep.
This has been an incredible season.
Hope. We have hope as
Right.
as a Pistons fan to see where we were last year.
To go from the worst team
I mean,
in franchise history, I'll say it right now, franchise history,
yeah.
to a 6 seed in the playoffs.
Yep.
Credits to JD Bickerstaff.
Yep.
For coming in and having, in my opinion, the greatest one-season turnaround in NBA history.
I think, honestly, sports. It's definitely in the conversation for sports.
Yeah.
And, he's got the Detroit feeling of him. He, always sticks up for his guys, and he doesn't throw anyone under the bus. He doesn't cry about anything. He's just all about work.
Yep,
He's
straight business.
Straight business.
Yep.
Perfect way. And, he's done a great job.
Absolutely.
He really has for us Pistons fans.
So I'm just going to start with this Knicks talk.
Yeah.
Pistons are 3-1
Yeah.
in the regular season against the Knicks.
Yep.
It's a little
Cade
scary.
and MSG, man.
It's a little scary.
Yeah.
Big
time Cade.
What makes this more fun is the Pistons have nothing to lose.
Yeah.
Nothing. They've
Definitely.
exceeded expectations at all costs. They tripled their win count from last year. And it's just, they have nothing to lose.
Right.
You look at it. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think the Knicks have something to lose. Because when you're New York, do you know how much you have to carry on your back?
There's pressure.
New York Knicks.
Yeah.
The New York Knicks. And They have pressure and they've struggled against the big teams.
Yep.
And they've struggled against the Pistons.
Absolutely, yeah. So if you look in the East Conference, they've played against Cleveland, they've played against Boston, they've played against Detroit, all in the regular season. Their record against all three of those teams, 1-11.
Jeez.
They can't do it in the big moments.
Oh my goodness.
So I don't know how far they're going to go in this playoff series, or if they're even going to win a series.
Right.
I mean, they went out this last offseason to make all these big moves to get Mikal Bridges and send an absolute house of a trade.
Cat, too.
And Karl Anthony Towns. I was going to get to that, too. To get those two pieces, and they're still 1-11 in those big games.
Yep.
And they're still the 3 seed. They should be a 2 or a 1 with that talent.
Yeah, and 3's kind of a tough spot. And, like, they kind of remind me of the Cavs, just worse.
Yeah.
They're like worse Cavs.
Yeah.
And, the Pistons really match up well with them, with the big point guard in Cade against Brunson. Like, I put my matchups down. If I was JB Bickerstaff and I was given the whiteboard, I would have Asar on Brunson.
Okay.
I would have Asar on Brunson. I would have Hardaway on Bridges, Cade on Josh Hart, Tobias on OG, and then Duran on Cat. But I think you're going to see, if we win this series, you're going to see Duran's not going to be on the floor much.
Okay.
It's going to be Isaiah Stewart.
He
screams Detroit playoff basketball.
Yeah.
He just...
That bad boys. He's bringing it back.
Yes.
And he will be a problem.
He will.
He will. He'll get into some scuffles,
Right.
and I'm all for it. I'm all for that.
He's a 6'8" center, and he's a top 5 defender.
Yeah.
Center at the center position. He's unbelievable, and he gave Cat problems when they played last. I'm excited. We have the A crew too. Mike Breen, 6 p.m. Saturday. It doesn't get better.
Puts it in.
Yes,
The man.
it doesn't get better.
So, where do you think this series goes? How many games? Who do you think wins it?
You want my honest, or do you
Shoot me straight.
I think the Pistons lose in 7 games against the Knicks.
All right.
I think we steal one in game 1 and 2. I think we steal one, but I don't think we kind of fall. And I think you said experience.
Yeah.
But I think the pressure, if we lead the series, I think the pressure will start to come to us.
That's true. Yeah.
And
we are
then-
still a super young team.
Right. And the Knicks are still good. Even though we're bashing them a little bit, they're still a good team.
Absolutely.
So I think New York at 7.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I'm just gonna say it. I'm gonna roll with the Pistons in 7.
Wow.
I like the
Dude,
Pistons.
give me some nuts for that.
I like the Pistons, man. Cade against the Knicks this year averaged over 30 points.
Yeah. It's
30. Cade, he's coming. I'm
big
telling you
time.
right now, Brunson better look out because
Yes.
he's coming.
He's the best guard in series. Best player in
best player in the
best
series.
guard in series.
No, best player. Say
Better
it.
than Cat?
Yes. Say it. Come on.
Best player in the series.
Thank you.
There you go.
So, one more fun fact, too, is Cade against the Knicks in the regular season. Josh Hart and OG Anunoby. They're arguably their two
Guard
best
him.
defenders.
Yep. Let's hear it.
Guess what Cade shot on them?
50%.
58%.
Wow.
That's unreal.
Unbelievable.
Against those two type of defenders.
Yep.
I think, though, Detroit, going to the MSG, it's going to be impossible.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just see the Pistons doing it.
And what? How many games?
7.
Dude, if
Cinema.
if we get past the Knicks,
Look out.
why can't we beat the Celtics? All right,
We'll get there.
I'm sorry.
Let's get through this series first. We'll get there. All right. Now, let's go through the whole NBA.
Yeah, let's do
Let's
it.
do every single matchup here. Let's see what we got.
Let's start with the play-in.
Yeah.
Tonight.
Yeah.
Heat at Hawks.
Mm-hmm.
I think, and the Mavs at Grizzlies.
Yeah. Two good games.
2 really good games.
Yeah.
These are I was iffy about the plan at first, but this kind of makes it.
I hate the plan.
You don't
I
like
hate
it?
the plan. Just keep it original. It's so stupid that they added it.
I could see the argument, but I like the winner go home. It's like It's like the March Madness, like the first four in Dayton.
I think that's also stupid.
Really?
Yeah. Give those teams who got their ticket punched a true game.
Yeah, but it might be something like, you could say, so Oakland in 2005, they made the first four. It was called the opening round.
Yeah.
And they won that game. And then, they beat Kentucky 2 years ago. So now we could say we have 2 NCAA wins.
Absolutely.
So I think it's good for the small programs, but and to see where the bubble teams are, the 11, the 12s, so it's interesting to see, but I kind of like the play-in.
All right.
I really
I'm not
do.
a big fan of it, but
The Trae Young Cup, you got to call it.
This guy's there every year. He's always in the play-in. He cannot get into the playoffs. He's always in the play-in.
Yeah, so I'll start with
Go ahead.
the Heat and Hawks. Why not? So I have down all home teams won the 4 regular season matchups.
Okay.
So I think it changes. I think the Heat culture, going to Atlanta, State Farm Arena,
Yeah.
and Heat culture with Hero and Bam.
I like it.
I really you like it?
I'm gonna roll with you with that.
That's
with
good
that as well.
I think
like the Heat.
The game plan with Trae Young and the ball screens, Bam is one of the best ball screen defenders in the NBA. So I think, they're gonna be good.
I also hate Trae Young.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say it.
I can see that.
I'm tired of him.
He's tough, but he is low.
He's getting annoying.
He's
It's
a
like-
weasel. Weasel.
Yeah, weasel. I like that.
Yeah.
But all regardless, Bam and Hero are gonna lead the way, and I think they're gonna get it done.
Yeah.
And they're gonna go in and play Cleveland.
Yep. Cleveland.
Yeah.
That's a different story.
Yeah. Cleveland might sweep whoever they play, but yeah.
Yeah.
Other game. What do you got?
Mavs, Grizzlies.
Yeah.
Very talented. I mean, I think they have some of the best talent, probably in the NBA. If you look,
No one talks about him either.
if you look at the West, the top 10 teams, all of them could be, you could switch them in the seeding. All of them could be like that. So, I mean, I know you're a big Mavs guy. But
Why'd you say that?
I feel like you're a Mavs guy.
All right.
Even though they don't have Luka anymore, but
No.
I think the Grizz will pull it out.
Okay.
I really do. I think they just kind of have, a little more talent, but the Mavs have the pieces, so it's gonna be interesting for sure. But I think just Desmond Bane and John Morant and Jaren Jackson. I mean, it's a good big three. It really is.
I like it. Yeah, they're fundamental. Nobody talks about Desmond Bane.
Right.
He'll give you the quietest 25 points ever.
Yes.
And no one will post it, and it won't be anywhere.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's no one will post it.
Yeah.
That's great. So who do you have winning?
Mavs.
See.
They're gonna do it.
See. Why?
The reason, so AD's playing well. We all know that he's their best player, but it comes down to Klay Thompson.
Yeah.
He's either gonna go Game 6 Klay, and
Yep.
he's gonna light it up, and he's gonna be the reason why they win, or he's gonna go 0 for 10, how he did once in the playoffs. So I think he'll do enough.
He's
to
the
where
guy?
The Mavericks win.
Really?
I'm a Mavs guy because of Max Christie.
Oh yeah.
I'll tell you that right now. MSU
Go green,
guy,
baby.
he's sweet.
Yeah. He's a good player, and maybe Nico's not an idiot.
Yeah, maybe not. All right, next game. What do you got?
I got Celtics versus the Magic.
Okay.
Defending champs. I mean, you gotta start with them.
Yeah. They're the team to beat in the East, I think.
Yeah. I do. I mean, they're in my finals.
Yep, same here.
They've battled some injuries. Porzingis.
Guy's always hurt.
I know.
It's so annoying.
Yeah. I mean, he's big guy. 7'2", 7'3".
Yep.
But I mean, Cleveland got the number 1 seed,
They did.
obviously, but I mean, just the Celtics, their 4th consecutive 50-win season. I mean,
It's hard to do.
they're the NBA's Duke.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Is that
At the moment,
That's a good comp.
At the moment, yes.
Yeah.
I would agree with that.
I mean, they're probably the favorite. They're probably the favorite to make the finals, right?
I would say so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though
In the
Cleveland's number
East.
1.
Yeah.
And I think they do. I think gentlemen sweep.
got 'em in 5?
Celtics in 5.
I think Celtics sweep straight up.
Really?
Yeah. I don't think it's going to be a series. Paolo and Franz, they're good. but they're nowhere near as good as the Celtics. I think Celtics have so many pieces, Their guard play is incredible, too, with Derek White and Drew Holiday.
Yep.
They're just going to clobber them.
Yeah. They're built for the playoffs.
Right.
They really are.
They've done it before, too. They have the experience.
Right. When the rotation shrinks, the better players win. In the playoffs, rotation shrinks because of wear and tear, all that.
Yeah.
Excuse me. And so, Celtics 5. Let's go to Pacers Bucks.
Yeah.
A little rematch from last year.
Yep.
I have Bucks
Did they
in
play
6.
last year?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it was first round.
Okay.
It was when like everyone got hurt.
Oh, yeah, I do remember that. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like Giannis, literally everyone.
Everybody.
Hurt. Yeah.
Yeah, I do remember that.
So, I think it changes. Bucks get revenge. Giannis goes nuts.
Okay.
Bucks in 6.
Okay. I think Pacers in 7.
Wow.
I think Pacers are in 7. They're scrappy. They win the 50-50 balls. They hustle.
Yeah.
They're a little bit like Detroit. They got a little bit of grit in
They
them.
are. They are.
And
they're a little more annoying though.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah,
a little corny.
I would agree.
Yeah. Halliburton.
Corny. Yeah.
He's good, but
he's good, but
corny.
he's a little corny.
Yeah.
I agree with that. And for some reason too, I know Dame's been I don't know if he's gonna play or not this series, but let's picture he does play later in the series.
Okay.
I think he's made the Bucks worse.
Really?
Yeah, I think he's
Wow.
made worse. The Bucks and Giannis, when Giannis before Dame got there, they were the team to beat in the East.
Right.
They were intimidating. It was
Holiday. When they had Holiday.
When they had Drew Holiday.
Yep.
Yeah, they were the team to beat with Giannis in his. I think that was his prime, and it was we're in the East. Oh, we got to play Giannis.
Right.
You got to beat Giannis. Mm-hmm. But
I think that's a good point you bring up because I think the Bucks kind of with Giannis you gotta win on your defense.
Yeah.
Because he's not gonna space the floor, so you're not gonna be able to outscore people. So it is a little interesting when they move to J. Rue or Drew Holiday. My dad called him J. Rue, so I just call him J. Rue.
Yeah.
And they moved to Dame.
Yeah.
It's just
you thought it'd be better, but
right.
It's not.
Yeah.
They're not the same.
So
just don't think
who do you have winning? Pacers?
Pacers in 7.
Wow.
Yep.
I think you already said that. Sorry, but
No, you're good.
that's I could see that. I could actually see that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Let's jump to the West.
Yeah.
Rockets, Warriors.
Wow. Dude, I mean, this playoffs is low key delivering.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a good playoffs.
Like on paper, it's delivering, and literally all these matchups, it just screams like good ball.
Oh yeah,
Actually.
absolutely.
But I'll start.
Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, playoff Jimmy.
Ugh, it's real,
dude.
It's real.
I mean,
he knocked off the Celtics.
Yeah.
He knocked off Duke.
Yeah.
But
he was ridiculous.
Yeah.
In that playing game against the Grizz.
Yeah.
And,
what do you have? 38 points.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Curry had 37.
Yeah.
75 of their 121 points.
Ridiculous. And I think Warriors win in 7. I really do. I think the Rockets they have a lot of good players.
Yep.
Like a bunch of good young players. Mm-hmm. But I think they might be just a regular season team. And sometimes that happens.
Kind of like the Thunder last year a little bit. Yeah.
And kind of the Kings the year before that.
Yes, absolutely.
When the Warriors played them. And
yeah.
That was a great series.
Oh.
I'm not going. Yeah, that was great. It was good ball. And so, yeah, Houston's not going to be an easy out.
No.
But I think the Warriors
do
get them.
I mean, yeah, Curry and Butler on the same team in
Yeah.
the playoffs. Something we've never seen before.
Yeah.
I am so excited for it. I got Warriors in 6.
Okay.
I
like
the
that.
reason I think the Rockets will take 2 games is because of Alfred Sengun.
Really?
Yeah. The Warriors, they small ball their starting lineup a little bit. And Quentin Post, when he comes in, all he does is shoot threes.
Yeah.
So I think Sengun will keep their game alive, keep their series.
I like that. I think, it'd be interesting to see if they put, Draymond on him.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
they could start Post, too. He started some games this year.
Low key.
Maybe move Moody to the bench.
Right.
So.
I mean, Steve Kerr is one of the best ever.
Absolutely.
So, he'll definitely have something. And let's go. Oh, my goodness. These matchups.
I know,
Lakers versus Timberwolves.
Can I start?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna
Go
say it
for it.
right now. Ant in the playoffs is a scary man.
Yes.
He swept KD and Devin Booker last year in the playoffs, and then he went on and he beat Jokic, the defending title Nuggets.
Yeah.
He's scary.
He's scary.
I really like Anthony Edwards. He's one of my favorite players in the NBA, if not my favorite player in the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just gonna say right now, he got a bad draw.
He did.
It sucks for him.
Yep. And I think with the Lakers, I think it's something to keep an eye on. Their center position. Gobert's hot right now. He's playing really well in the last stretch of the season. So I think in order for them to make a run, they gotta hide their center position.
Okay.
They gotta play, just grind it out games.
Right.
Grind it out games. And LeBron and Luka
Two
on the
top
same
5
team.
players in the league,
Just-
bro.
and-
Ridiculous.
Like LeBron's always gonna have success.
Yeah.
And he realistically could play for another 10 years. 8 years. 8 years. 8 years.
All right.
I think
I don't think that.
not at
Look at
the
Tom
LeBron
Brady.
level.
Look at Tom Brady. He got washed.
Okay, yeah. But I think not like high level. I think he could be like a backup. He's not going to do that though.
No.
But
He'll be done in the next 3 years.
yeah,
max.
he really could though.
Yeah.
I really think he'd be a good piece.
Yeah.
But I'm going to say Lakers in 7. I have another 7-game series. I think I've had 3.
I got Lakers in 6.
Nice.
I think they just have too much star power.
Yeah.
I think Gobert's been playing well, but he's not playing well enough
Right.
to stop 2 top 5 players
Yeah.
in the league.
That's I respect that.
Yeah.
And we'll see. I mean, Ant, he's the future. I think
Absolutely.
he's future face of the league because he's kind of got that dog in him.
Yeah,
where he's
he
the
does.
cocky guy,
Yep.
but it's a good cocky
Yeah.
because he's tough.
I mean, he compares himself to MJ.
Right.
A little ridiculous, but you also, you don't mind it
Yeah.
when he talks like that.
They got KD, but we got James McDaniels.
Exactly. When he talks like that, man, look out. Nuggets Clippers. What do you
Yeah.
got?
Dude,
It's all good, man.
sorry.
It's all good.
I have I have another 7-game series. The Nuggets will win 7. I think both these teams are weird. They're in a weird spot right now. Nuggets fired their coach a week before the season. Who does that?
I know.
A week before that
Weird.
season ends.
Weird.
Um,
Mike Malone.
they have the best player in the world though. Jokic, best player in the world.
Guy averages a triple double.
Yeah.
And he calls the NBA a job. Wants to go home and see points.
Yeah, and the Clippers, they'll get Kawhi back.
Yeah.
Middle of the series, and they're sneaky. But I mean, they could be another example of a regular season team, with Norman Powell just freaking unreal.
Yeah.
He's just a bucket getter.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But I think just in 7, just because, it'd be interesting. I think Ty Lue, I really like Ty Lue.
Yeah.
I think he's big time, and I think when the Clippers rotation shrinks, and it's a little more, if it's physical, I really think the Clippers could win
You like Ty Lue?
with Kawhi. I like Ty Lue.
I hate Ty Lue.
Really?
I hate him.
Really?
He makes it too much about himself.
I could see that.
I don't like him at all.
I could really see that. I think he's good though.
He's a good coach, but I hate him.
Yeah. So yeah, what do you have?
I got Nuggets in 5. 5.
Wow.
Yeah. I think, Harden's to the point in his career, he's probably not going to win anything.
Yeah.
And he's way past his prime. If Kawhi comes back, those two won't be able to keep up
Yeah.
with the best player in the world. And Jamal Murray in the playoffs is scary.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, he turns it on.
Good player.
Yeah, he turns it on sometimes. I like Aaron Gordon.
Yeah.
I like MPJ.
MPJ.
Yep.
Christian Braun. Christian Braun's
Oh.
good. He's a playoff guy.
Yeah, he sure is.
He's the guy
The white
that,
boy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's the guy that kind of he doesn't win you the game, but you win because of him.
Yeah, he makes an impact.
Yes.
Yeah, Nuggets have 6 players that average over 13 points a game.
Wow.
He's one of them. So
Wow.
Nuggets in 5.
Wow.
Nuggets in 5.
I mean,
I'm excited for this playoffs, man. It's
great matchups.
Every series is, besides the Celtics,
right.
every series between the 2 seeds and lower is going to be like cinema. It's going to be a great playoffs.
Yeah.
I think Cavs, whoever they play, I don't care who they play, they're going to sweep.
Yeah.
They're going to sweep. And then the Thunder, who is it they got again?
They either have the
Grizzlies and Mavericks?
Mavs.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I think those whoever wins the Grizzlies and the Mavericks, I think they can get a game on the Thunder.
I could see that.
Yeah.
I could see that.
5.
Definitely could see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your finals prediction?
My finals prediction.
Yeah.
I mean, I said the Celtics. They're the favorite. I think they get it done. I think they get it done, win the East, get to the finals, and I think the Thunder win.
Yeah.
I think they do, and it's interesting, because we say like the experience part, but they're just too good, bro.
I know it, man.
They're just too good.
The talent.
They have so much
And they
talent.
have fun.
They do have
They
fun.
have fun.
They have fun.
It's cool to see.
Yeah.
Like they'd be playing around with that guy on the interviews all the time.
Right.
Who's the interviewer they
I
have?
don't know.
I don't know
but
who his name
put
is.
Towels
Put
on
towels on them and everything. They have fun.
Yeah, and
My whole life's consistent. They have fun. And then like when they say something like that, they all
Right.
like in the background they all go crazy. It's
right.
fun.
I
And
think
it's a fun team.
like Hartenstein made them so much
Oh
better.
yeah.
It made him so much better.
The spacing
Yeah.
and just how he fit right in.
Defensively, like he's
Yeah.
good, man.
I agree. I have the same prediction as you. Thunder
Really?
versus Celtics.
Wow.
Who do you think wins?
The Celtics go back to back.
You think?
Celtics go back to
I'm gonna
back.
disagree. I got Thunder.
And Tatum does something again. He goes, "We going back to something like that."
Something stupid. He's gonna impersonate somebody like KG. I got Thunder in 7.
Wow.
I got Thunder in
that
7.
would be so
The
cool.
MVP is gonna be Shea,
Yeah.
and Shea is gonna lead him the whole way.
That's cool.
Yep.
I respect that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Should we do
Let's do it. This is
Fun
the fun
segment?
part. The fun part.
all right,
Top 10 sporting events.
one for one? You
One
want
for one. Let's
start
go.
at 10.
Start at 10.
Okay.
So, any sporting event in the world,
Yep.
you go first. What do you got at the time?
Number 10. I have the Ryder Cup.
Okay.
Ryder Cup. It's
I
just
like the Ryder Cup.
every 2 years.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's something different.
yes.
Yes.
And the energy and it's not quite Olympics level, but it's got that feel. Like
It does.
just-
a little bit.
yeah.
Yeah. With the Americans. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got the Wimbledon.
Nice.
The Wimbledon.
That's so much respect.
It's fun, dude.
Yeah.
Like sometimes when it's on, I'll curiously like tune in. I'm not a big tennis guy at all.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I know you play tennis.
Yeah.
But so you probably know a little more than me.
Yeah.
But I'll tune in.
Yeah.
It looks
Oh, for
sick,
sure.
and it's iconic.
Grass, white,
Yeah.
everything, a lot of history there. A
Oh,
lot of history. I'll go number 9.
Yep.
I have the World Cup.
Okay.
I'm not a big soccer guy,
All right.
but I always tune in. Like
Yeah.
that's when like the only time I watch soccer is
Yeah.
the World Cup. It's just cool, like all the country, like they bring the whole freaking country to the stadium, and I think that'd be sweet to like be in attendance for and see that happen. So
Yeah. I got Daytona 500 at the 9th spot.
Ooh.
I think it's the best NASCAR event,
Yeah.
and I want to go there when
I respect
when I
that.
grow up. I want to go to that event specifically. I think there's nothing like it down in Florida.
Yeah,
So that's my number.
I respect that actually. I'm not a big NASCAR guy, but
Right.
I respect that. Number 8, college football playoff.
Really?
Yeah, the championship. The championship.
Yeah. Not the whole
Not the whole
12th
thing. Yeah.
seating.
But
So stupid in my
I
opinion.
think the script is really cool when they do like the gold logos and
yeah.
the gold names and a lot of energy.
It's
and
cool. I agree.
Everyone goes there and I think it's cool and it's
I'll
think
tell
it's
you right now, I don't have that in my top 10.
really.
I don't think it's as good as these other
I
teams.
respect that. I had to give the respect.
Yeah.
because it's the college
I think
championship.
I'm starting to go away from it just because I think college football's falling apart a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, for
Transfer
sure.
portal, NIL, it's getting worse.
sure.
It's hard to be a fan, man.
The 12 teams
It's weird.
kind of oozes out a little bit.
No one was a fan of that. You
right.
know?
Yeah.
My 8 is the Olympics.
Wow.
I like the Olympics. I really do. I don't watch it enough, I feel like, to know it.
Mm-hmm.
But I wasn't a big Olympics fan until last year when Curry went off.
Oh, man.
Like, they wouldn't be in my top 10 without that.
Wasn't it good to root for Curry?
Oh, yeah.
Like, when he's on your team and to know that you're going to be okay because you have Steph Curry on your team.
And LeBron.
And
I mean, they had the Avengers for that team.
all right, number 7, Wimbledon.
Okay.
Number 7, Wimbledon for me. I'm a big tennis guy, like he said.
Yep.
It's in the summer.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's a really underrated part. It's like July, August.
Yeah.
And I'm always in Disney World when it's on.
Nice.
So it's like it's got to be in there for me. It's got to be.
Stanley Cup is my second.
Nice.
I
respect that.
Hockey playoffs, man, they get hype.
Yes.
Like, it sucks at the Red Wings.
Honestly, like the regular season,
Yeah.
it's hype because the hits and the
Oh, yeah, you got people banging on the
Right.
glass where they're sitting.
Exactly.
Like,
Rowdy.
Like, right up there against the wall. They get rowdy. But it sucks that the Red Wings aren't there.
Yeah.
It would have been a lot more fun. But
weird
Stanley Cup's
season
my
for
side.
them.
Yes.
Weird
Very
season.
weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your 6?
So that's your 7. My 6 is the Rose Bowl.
Oh.
The Rose Bowl.
The Rose Bowl. Okay.
I think just the trees, the sunset, when you enter the fourth quarter, the sun setting, and it's so iconic.
I like the Rose Bowl, man. You can't go there either when it's a UCLA game. You have to go when it's the Rose Bowl.
Right. It's so magical. And one of my teachers, he went when Michigan State was in there. He was in the marching band, and he was in the marching band, but he wasn't playing there.
Nice.
And he just cried.
My grandparents went to the Rose Bowl.
Really?
Yeah, a couple years ago.
Wow.
Whenever it was, 2014.
Wow.
When MSU was there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
they
he was emotional because it was just so beautiful. Like the trees and the flowers and the
Pasadena,
sun.
California.
Pasadena, man.
It's sweet.
Augusta and Pasadena. Really, honestly.
My 6 is the Kentucky Derby.
Nice.
The Kentucky Derby.
That was my 11. That's not
your top 10?
Now my top 10. Wow. Spoiler, sorry.
Wow. Kentucky Derby's my 6.
It's for everyone.
I respect there is nothing like it.
Yeah.
Nothing like it.
The hats.
The jockeys.
Yep.
All the people wearing the crazy outfits too that are like, that own all these horses and stuff. But I need to get there in my life.
Yeah.
That's another place I need to get to is the Kentucky Derby.
I respect that.
Yeah. Because when there's a chance for somebody to get the Triple Crown, because it's so rare, it doesn't happen
Bob
much.
Baffett.
Yeah. But when that happens and there's a chance, it's cool to see.
Right.
So, yeah.
My number 5.
Top 5.
Top 5. Super Bowl.
Really?
Yeah.
That low, huh?
It's just, I don't know. I feel like it's kind of recency biased.
Yeah.
Because it was bad this year. It was just a blowout. And, like, Mahomes is kind of killing me. Mm-hmm. So,
all right.
I had to put it at 5.
I got the World Series at my 5.
Nice.
Let
me tell you something. Not my top 10.
Dude, we got to have a talk after this.
I'm sorry.
I'm telling you right now, when the Tigers were in the playoffs last year and the Lions were like still regular season, when they beat the Astros, I had more fun watching the Tigers than the Lions.
Really?
And the Lions were the best team in the NFL in that moment. I had more fun watching the Tigers.
Yeah.
I was sitting there, like, I would have it on my phone driving home sometimes. I know you shouldn't be doing that, but like, I would be like yelling. I'd just be so hype.
Yeah.
So that's my number 5. What's your number 4?
Number 4, NBA Finals.
Wow.
Yeah.
Not in my top 10.
I know.
Not in my top 10.
It's
gotten worse.
I know it has, but I've grown up watching like everything, like the Warriors and Cavs. Like that was like my childhood, and that just made it for me, like my whole life, like my memories of basketball, like just NBA Finals screams it.
I got the World Cup.
Nice.
When it was our sophomore year in high school, when they were on in the school days, and you would look forward to it.
Yep.
I had I would obviously pull it up on my computer and
Yeah.
during class I'd watch it.
Chromebooks.
But so fun.
Yeah.
It was so fun.
Yeah. At lunch.
Oh yeah.
I just
Turn on World Cup.
we had like a whole table just huddling. Put
yeah.
on that at a table. Everyone was watching.
Yep.
And someone was going, ah! All right, where are we at? 3?
3. I got the Masters.
Same.
Nice.
Number 3.
Nice. It's simple, you know.
Simple.
We already talked about the Masters earlier today. It's one of the most iconic places in the world.
And it's not just because of golf.
No,
It's just
it's
beautiful.
it is.
And it's history, and it's awesome.
What's your 2?
Number 2, the Olympics.
Okay.
I'm a big Olympics guy.
Okay. You probably are more familiar with it than me.
Just the world competing against each other,
It's cool.
and yeah, it's so cool.
It is cool.
And the sports are so unique
Right.
that you don't see every day, but it's so cool, and everything's on, everything's important. Even like when one random country is in the event, they made it, they qualified
That's
for
true.
it.
That's
Over,
true.
you know, so I think that's just the unique part of the
I got
Olympics.
the bowl, the Super Bowl.
Nice.
Yeah, it's just
I respect
like,
that.
every year, you know, you watch it on Sunday, and it's just Super Bowl Sunday. It almost feels like a holiday. You know,
Yeah.
like when you're like loading up for the week and stuff, and like getting ready, and the week comes to an end, and it's just like Super Bowl Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday, Super Bowl
Right.
Sunday. It feels like a holiday.
Yeah, I'm gonna get so much hate for number 5 Super Bowl. I feel like my list is like gonna get hated on, but
You don't have the Kentucky Derby in there. That hurts me.
it's just
Or the World Series.
yeah. I know it's just hard for me. Like
I think we both have our number 1 is the same, right?
the Final Four,
I have March Madness.
March Madness.
It's the same thing.
I mean, I've been fortunate enough to be to the March Madness, and it's truly okay. It's a mini Olympics.
Yeah.
I'll say it, because you have the big schools, like,
Against little schools, yeah.
and then against the little schools. It's just, I mean, a Final Four. I put Final Four because everyone's there.
Yep.
Literally everyone. You walk by someone, and they're going to be important in college basketball somehow.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's what I've just heard. But that's the same category, March Madness.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, okay.
You know, there's nothing like it. You know, when your team's in it, it's way
You
better.
got to go. You got to go sometime in your life.
I will. I got to get to a lot of sporting events. It seems like you got me a little bit here.
No. I mean, I've only been to March Madness, really.
Well, you've been to more than me. I haven't been to any of these things on my list.
Well, it's all right, man.
Yeah. All right, guys.
All right.
Well,
First show,
episode
guys.
1 that completes it.
Thank you so much for listening.
Absolutely.
Please share, subscribe,
Yeah.
like.
Tell everyone that we're doing this. You know, we're excited. I know you guys are excited too, and we're gonna try to keep this going weekly.
Yeah, we've talked about every Friday.
Yeah.
Every Friday, just recording, talking weekly update.
Yep.
You know, sports world. You know, so thanks so much, boys.
Yeah. Like and
Guys,
subscribe, please. That's all I've got.
Yeah.
So, all right. Until next week.
Yes, sir.
We'll see you then.
2-point show out.
That's right.
Yeah.